Food security is the situation where an individual or a household has got the right food in terms of quantity, in terms of quality, at the time when he or she needs the food. And that means it is available, it is accessible, and it has got the nutritional values that this individual needs. When you compare it with the neighboring countries that we have, Uganda is in a better situation. It really can stand out as a food basket for the entire East African region. But that does not mean that within Uganda we don't have food insecurity challenges. The food insecurity areas, according to the information available, are more to do with the northern part of the country and the eastern part of the country. But we also have urban food insecurity. It's actually there, and some people think that it doesn't exist, but it actually does. So we have beautiful climate, we have very good environment, we have got good seasons, the rains, the sunshine, and I think the investment climate is also not bad. If I look at the household level, the food security challenges, of course, is still in terms of the low volumes of food that are produced. The households that we have got very small chunks of land, and they are still small holder. And their production volumes, whether you talk of potatoes, bananas, or cassava, the volumes produced, the yields produced are really very low. And I'm talking about that because, yes, over time, there has been a decline in yields of most crops. So that declining soil fertility brings in a decline in the yields of the food at the end of the day. The second thing, of course, is the aspect of the quality of the food available, especially the vegetables and the fruits. Some households cannot access the fruits, cannot access the food, the vegetables. And that means the balanced, in terms of the balanced food and the quality of the food, is actually missing at the household level. Most of the foods that most households produce in Uganda do not store for long. And we don't have adequate infrastructure for adding value so that we increase the shelf life of these foods. So take an example of bananas. Most people produce bananas, but they cannot store those ripe bananas for long, and they end up getting wasted. The other aspect that I could say is, of course, we have increasing population. When you look at Uganda, I think that our fertility rate of our women is quite high. I think our population increases at a rate of 3.1 or 2% per annum, and that's a great rate of population increase. So that means that if you compare it with the dwindling sizes of the land owned per household, meaning that if you have a household that has got on average 7 people and they are surviving on only 1 acre piece of land, that means that small land holding is not enough to support the growing household. Some places are extremely unreachable. The roads are very, very bad. The infrastructure, there is no electricity, the roads are so poor, transportation is very hard. So it makes a community which even has a lot of food to even access the market. And then another aspect I want to talk about is the accessibility to the extension services. So that within the community, if there are extension services that can support these farmers to boost, to give them the skills and knowledge so that their production levels increase, that definitely is an issue. But we have challenges with our extension system is not that robust. There is climate change that is happening in the entire country and everywhere. And this means that the farmers need to be alerted, given some weather information, the right time to plant, the right time to prepare their gardens so that they don't lose their crop. And that information at that level, the early warning systems are actually missing. The other aspect that would look at is ensuring that the inputs that we have on the market, especially the fertilizers, especially the agrochemicals, the pesticides, all those, the quality of those ones, even the seed. It is now the government to work with the business people to ensure that the quality of the seed is actually, put right. Although the food insecurity challenges in Uganda seem to be many, to me, I think they can still be opportunities for investment. Because if one wants to improve the food security situation in the country, you need to work on those challenges that I've already mentioned. And that definitely is a good opportunity for any business person out there, for any investor out there who would want to improve or increase the food security in this country. The opportunity is very great. We need to partner together so that Uganda provides the resources that you need, it can provide the market, and together we can improve the food situation in this country. So I invite you to come to Uganda, join us, hands with us, and we improve the food security, not only in Uganda, but also for the entire region in East Africa.